And welcome back. 8:45 is your time. We've been taught from an early age, take your savings to the bank. But are savings accounts really the best way to save some money? Credible.com personal finance expert Dan Ricciardo has some other options to get the most out of your money. Hi, Dan. Happy Friday.
What's up, Danielle? We have a trifecta of Dannies today. Me, you, and our producer, all Daniels.
We love that. Hey, listen, we love that name for sure. And I also happen to love my savings account. I put money in it every month as well as other accounts that I have. But what has changed with our savings accounts in the past couple of years?
Here's what's changed. If you deposit $1,000 over a year on the average interest rate of 0.08%, you're going to make less than $1. So the reality is these low interest rates really mean that you and I need a microscope to figure out what kind of interest, if any, we're earning. And after inflation, Danielle, we're actually going to lose money by saving money. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true.
I think that's very interesting. All right, so if we're not talking about putting everything into savings, where else should we look, Dan, to earn more?
Yeah, so look, savings accounts still have a role. They're safe, they're easy, they're cheap to use, so that's still important. But if you want a little bit more return, then we look at things like CDs, certificates of deposits. We get a few more pennies there. Money market mutual funds may or may not be insured, but you can get a couple more pennies there probably. And obviously you can always look at stocks and bonds and things like that. But of course, as we do that, we're taking on more risk and maybe less access to our savings.
Especially if you have a CD, you may be taking a lot less, risk, but you're not going to have access to that money right away. And so what are some of the things that you should consider before you move your money around?
Yeah, no question, risk is the big one, right? So how much risk are you able and willing to take? What kind of fees are they going to be charging you? Your access to your cash, as you just said, Danielle. I've been on Wall Street a long time, and I've seen a lot of these crazy products come out where it's easy to put money in, hard to get your money out. It's like a Roach Motel. And finally, and most importantly, your goals. What are your goals with this money? If it's for the down payment on your home next month, take no risk. Keep it in your savings account. If it's for a home that you intend to buy 10 years from now, we can take a little risk, maybe invest it, wisely. So it really comes down to your goals and your timeline.
Here's the thing that I'm finding with a lot of people now, Dan, in terms of maybe not using money in their savings, but because they're seeing the stock market, right, doing its thing. So a lot of people are saying, listen, I'm going to take some money out of my savings and now I'm going to reinvest that in the stock market, hoping to make a quick buck or two. Is that a good idea?
It was a good idea up until you said the word quick. So
right.
if it's an investment for, I always like to say 3 years or more, absolutely, it's a fine idea. If it's not, if you're looking for that quick hit, I'd probably stay away from that one.
All right, Dan Ricciardo, thanks for staying with us every day or every other day. Whenever we see you, we appreciate seeing your face, Dan. Have a great weekend.
I'd like to be here every day. We'll see you, Danielle.
Let's work on that, Dan Ricciardo.
All right.